waiting for the stars to arrive. It is going to be a theme like no other, as always, and we are here with a front row seat for you to see it all.
Of Fifth Avenue, we can see the celebrities heading up the stairs. We have a view here that we're sharing with hundreds of people have gathered to be part of the action. Why so many of them think this is the best part of the show. We'll have that for you.
And I'm so excited because I'll be bringing you the most up-to-date stories from social media, from your favorite A-list celebs to the fashion world's top designers.
You can feel the energy everywhere. It is just buzzing. And we have fashion experts Kevin Nguyen from InStyle and Asia Malaya Ware from The Cut in studio to break everything down, guys. How excited are you? So listen, everybody's arriving now. This is when it gets exciting. So I know Zendaya came. Let's talk about her look.
She looks fab. She's wearing Margiela.
Yes, she is looking amazing, especially considering the fact she just got done with her Challengers tour and her Dune tour. The fashion never stops with Zendaya.
No, she always looks fantastic. She's like one of the people that I always really want to see arrive on this carpet. So Asia, what's your take?
Oh, I love her look. I actually love it. I also know that her hairstylist, Ursula Stevens, worked with Pinterest to create a mood board for her hair. The beauty, the eye look, I'm loving it all.
Yeah, I am loving it all too. And so a lot of people talking about J-Lo. Obviously, J-Lo is another one that everyone's always so super excited about. She always kills it.
Yes.
And we saw this look already. She looks fabulous.
I mean, this champagne crystallized Schiaparelli look that J-Lo wore is so amazing. It looks like a walking statue. She's really embodying the theme. Amazing.
Yeah, and I think that we're going to see how people kind of embrace the theme. Because a lot of, every year we see some people take a little bit of the theme. Yeah. Some people don't do the theme at all. So I love J-Lo's. But, it doesn't totally fit with the theme. But it's a nice start to our night. And we're going to keep talking about fashion and beauty. But all eyes are on the carpet tonight. And it's not all just glitz and glamour. Jackie Beckford went inside the museum this morning to get a sneak peek at the Met's new exhibit.
It's a feast for the senses. The Costume Institute's 2024 spring exhibition at the Met will take fashion connoisseurs and celebrities at tonight's Met Gala on a ride through nature.
In many ways, nature serves as the ultimate metaphor for fashion, its rebirth, renewal, and cyclicity.
Sleeping Beauty's Fashion Reawakening showcases pieces from the 17th century to the present, many of them too delicate to be worn, featured instead in what looks like glass coffins, with technology like artificial intelligence central to bringing the pieces to life.
And what's actually amazing is that even though you can't touch this gown, you can actually smell what it smelled like at the time it was worn. And then there's also sound being pumped into the area as well.
You can hear the rustling of a mid-18th century robe à la française.
AI used to show how a New York socialite may have danced in this now decaying wedding dress.
I love this one.
A replica of this Dior gown, the only piece you can touch in the exhibit to experience how the real thing feels.
The poppies blow between the crosses.
In Flanders Field, heard over the speakers in a poppy-themed room. And if flowers seem to be prominent, the gala's dress code is the Garden of Time, inspired by a 1962 short story of the same name. It's a metaphor for creation and destruction, life and death. Nature's dark side prominently on display in the exhibit. And the woman at the center of it all making her entrance at the press preview.
I think that what Anna's achieved is extraordinary because it also, the amount, I think it has more hits than Super Bowl.
It's always such an incredible exhibit, and the fact that you can smell what it smelled like then, and you can touch the fabric, it's an experience. And Ashley Bellman is truly in the middle of all the action with a prime spot on the Met Gala steps right now. How is it going there, Ashley?
Sarah, speaking of smelling, you could smell the excitement. You could smell the money. We have so much glitz and glam here. I am telling you, the chairs have all arrived, as you saw. Zendaya, as expected, showstopper. J-Lo looked absolutely stunning. As you saw about the short story, I was expecting crystals, a lot of crystal flowers. We're definitely getting that. But as Anna Wintour showed, some light, some dark. She had the dark blazer. She had the pops of color here on the flowers. But I think we're going to see a little bit of everything. Broadway is in the house. We talked to Jonathan Groff. Leah Michelle's pregnant and looked absolutely beautiful. Honestly, everybody who has stepped on this carpet so far is bringing it. And I feel like you have to. And it's so fun because they seem just as excited as I am, which says a lot. This is my first Met Gala, and I am just like, it's truly, I'm in awe. It's unbelievable. And the carpet's cool too. It's a little bit dark. It's light because you see the green, but again, back to that short story, the light, the dark, the juxtaposition, a little bit of everything here tonight. And it's picking up. It's really picking up, and I can't wait to see what's next.
Yes, actually, it really is picking up, and the celebrities, as we just said, are starting to show up on the red carpet. And we are going to go back to Kevin Nguyen, fashion director at InStyle, and Asia Malaya Ware, fashion and beauty writer for The Cut. Guys, we got to talk more about Zendaya because now we have the look that we can talk about. We can look at it and talk about it. So Zendaya is killing it once again.
I mean, what's new?
So tell me what you think of it.
I love the throwback to the nostalgic Parisian fancifulness of it all. I love the sheerness of the skirt and the volume. It really adds to it. I mean, look at that walk.
Yes.
My goodness, look at that. A dream.
Yeah, and that's a mermaid style
dress,
which is, I don't know why anyone ever picks this for the Met Gala because they have so many stairs to walk up.
I know.
So I have to imagine it's so hard to walk in these things, but I feel like nobody ever cares how hard it is.
No, they never care for the Met.
No, it's all about the fashion.
Go all out.
And luckily for Zendaya, she always has her stylist, Law Roach, attend with her, so I'm sure he's going to be helping her up those stairs.
Yeah, because last year, he was the one that, like, lit her dress.
Oh, the
right?
Cinderella dress?
Yes, she had the Cinderella dress last year that lit up. But let's talk about Jennifer Lopez now, too. Now that we can see her dress, it is very Bob Mackie to me because it's got that kind of nude illusion thing going on.
I mean, look at the way they're just spreading that train ever so, just to make sure you're getting all of that detail that goes into this custom Schiaparelli look. The neckline is gorgeous, how it just really showcases that beautiful necklace. I love it.
I feel like, what do you think about her hair and makeup? Because I like that it's kind of simple.
Yes, I was about to say, this like bronzy cheek look, I'm loving it. It's like toned down, but it also gives glam, and this like high up bun. She looks good. I enjoy this hair and makeup for this dress. I do.
Yeah, I love it too. The dress is so much. I think if she did anything else with her hair and makeup, it would have been kind of overkill.
Right, it would have been too much.
Okay, let's talk about Thor. Let's talk about Chris Hemsworth, who is one of the co-chairs tonight, and his wife, Elsa Pataki. I mean, he looks good in anything. I was kind of hoping he was going to come as like Prince Charming, but
I mean, close enough.
The name of Sleeping Beauties.
But a three-piece Tom Ford suit doesn't hurt either.
No,
right.
I love the champagne color on him as well, and the silk shirt he chose to wear with it really adds an elegant touch to his look. It's so refined, and his wife looks beautiful as well.
Yeah, she looks like a Sleeping Beauty.
She does.
Yes, she does. She looks gorgeous in that gold. We got to talk about Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny was in all white last year, right?
Yes.
And so he flipped it this year.
He turned to the dark side in this Margiela look. And apparently the bouquet he's holding is Puerto Rico's national flower. So it's paying homage to his heritage and being fashion forward at the same time. We love it.
Yeah, that's on theme in his own way, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so the woman of the evening is always Anna Wintour. I mean, she kind of starts and finishes this party.
Yep.
Let's talk about her look.
She's wearing a custom Loewe coat by Jonathan Anderson, who is one of the co-chairs of the Met Gala this evening. And, you know, I love it that she's not wearing Chanel that she usually does.
Yep.
And this is a very subtle but elegant nod to the theme.
Yeah. And what I understand is, does she have a party every year before? So it's like the night before party, and it's at her house?
Can you imagine?
Oh. No.
She had all of the co-chairs of the Met Gala at her apartment last evening to celebrate the Met, and it's really a nice starting point to the evening's affairs.
Yeah. Well, and there's like 450 guests that are usually invited, right? So I have to imagine that it's a pretty nice apartment. So what have you loved as far as Rihanna? I know that you've got a little scoop, an inside scoop about her pink hair. I personally love pink hair.
Yes.
I hope that she comes today in pink hair, but you think maybe she just did it for one night.
I don't know. So she was in Miami this weekend for F1. She was on date night. She had the pink hair, but Rihanna is just unpredictable.
Yeah.
I don't think that she would keep that hair for tonight. This is like her night. Everyone knows Ree for the Met. She shows up last. It's a thing. I don't know if she's gonna keep the hair for tonight.
She shows up when it's shutting down.
She does.
Like, that's how
she does. She shows up on her own time.
Yeah.
I mean, love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it's Rihanna.
Yeah.
And Rihanna always plays with her beauty looks and plays with fashion and really combines the two to really make a statement. And I feel like tonight will be no different.
Yeah. What do you guys make of the theme? Do you like this theme? Because from what I understand, that the theme is decided years in advance.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what do you think about this one? Because sometimes they're pretty clear cut. There's a lot of room for interpretation here.
Just as you said, I love how much room there is for interpretation with tonight's theme. Like, people can really either go with the Garden of Time of it all and dress in really natural floral moments, or they could go to archival looks that pay homage to the Sleeping Beauty. And I just think we're going to see really exciting avant-garde looks.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Lily James just arrived. I have not seen her yet, but let's pull her up so we can talk about what she's wearing. Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Oh, I love a long.
I love a train, especially
Yes.
going up those stairs.
Oh yeah, because just the dramatic effect of a train going up those
Drama.
stairs.
Give us drama.
I love the contrast between the ladylike pink of the dress with those dark flowers. It's really interesting, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so we also saw Matt Damon and Luciana Barroso, his wife, his beautiful wife. There they are right there. Very classic, actually.
Yeah.
I don't think they did the theme much at all. But let me tell you, they look amazing.
Yes, he definitely looks very sharp in his Dior suit.
Yeah,
Very classic. And I love the neckline of his wife's look.
I know. I love the white dress. It's like you said. It's classic. It's timeless. Not on theme, but they look good.
Yes, they look great. I mean, people are going to still be arriving. They're going to continue throughout the night. And, you know, so we're just going to go to Kay right now because Kay's got some more scoop with us. Kay, are you there?
I'm here. How's it going, Sarah? You look amazing.
Oh, thank you, Kay. Yeah, so people have been posting on social media before the event, kind of dropping little tips about what they're going to wear, kind of the theme that they're going with. So what do you got for me?
Yeah, I mean, I've got my phone real close, I'll tell you that much, because all the celebrities, just like you mentioned, Sarah, have been posting to Instagram, to social media. And first up, we have Serena Williams, who I've been checking. I don't think she's hit the carpet just yet, but she did post a sweet care package that she got from her model friend, Ashley Graham. And it included everything from gummies, a smoothie, a kid's book about beauty, and more. I mean, the smoothie really got me. It was super fresh. Yeah. Then she, like, how do you have that? I love it. Real friends. Then she posted a video of her getting glammed listening to Cowboy Carter, Beyonce, of course. So what better way to pregame for the Met Gala?
Yeah, I know, and I'm sure she's going to look great. So next up, we have Irina Shayk. She posted too. She's getting ready at the Mark, and I think she does stay there every time she does, because this is obviously not her first Met Gala.
Yeah, no, you're so good. She is a Mark fan, and clearly also a fan of pixie dust. So you can see there, it's like a toy, clearly showing some fairy potions, giving an idea of maybe what she'll reveal on the carpet. You've got the glitter, the butterflies, and it all ties into the theme.
Yes, it certainly does. And then we have Gigi Hadid. She was getting ready. She's got a little face mask on.
Yeah, she does. She looks golden, right?
Yes.
The models are out, and Gigi, just like you said, she posted to her Instagram that she's, you know, getting ready. And we're getting an inside look at what that prep is like before they hit the carpet. So
yeah, and I feel like it's a whole day process.
Oh,
right?
For sure. They're starting early, definitely.
Yeah, and Kendall Jenner posted too, and she's wearing the row.
Oh, yeah, she is. So what's fun about Kendall is she's already been to 9 Met Galas. This is going to be her first double digit, her 10th time, and her standout looks, of course, include that bleached eyebrow look. Remember from 2022?
Yes.
Iconic. So can't wait to see what she does.
Yeah, Kevin is over here shaking his head.
No, Kevin's not with
We're going to come back to you in a little bit, Kay. But we're going to go to Ashley now, who's on the carpet. Ashley, what's going on over there?
Jonathan, you look absolutely stunning.
Thank you so much.
About this look and how long it took you to decide.
Simone Rocha, my stylist, Erica Cloud, put this on me like 4 days ago.
And how did you feel?
Amazing. Amazing, yeah.
What are you most looking forward to once you get inside?
Okay, so Leah Michelle is here? Has she maybe gotten here already?
It's here going.
Okay, so I know that we're next to each other, and she's pregnant, and I'm excited to see her in her look. She sent me a picture, but I'm excited to see it.
Can you tease it? What is she wearing?
I can't tease it. No, I gotta let her feature it.
And what would you say is the most unexpected thing that happens once you are inside?
What is the most unexpected thing that happens? You just never know who you're gonna see. Yeah, it's like, it's an exciting party because there's so many different people from so many different walks of life. So I'm excited just to see what's going to go on in there.
And where's the after party?
I honestly just go wherever they drive.
You just don't want to tell me.
Oh, he's glowing after his Tony nomination. And by now we can see that the flowers are a huge part of this year's Met Gala. Diana Perez caught up with the man behind the magic to learn where all the fabulous flowers you're seeing stem from. Watch this.
There is one man who is the mastermind behind the striking flowers at the Met Gala. His name is Raul Avila, and today we're catching up with him right here in the heart of New York City at his cafe. Raul, you are definitely no stranger to producing huge events, the Oscars, Tonys, but where does the Met Gala fall in your ranking?
Number one, I grew up in a very humble upbringing, so working with Anna Wintour and doing the Met Gala would really open doors to me and my business that I never thought would happen.
I know that you arrived to the United States as a young adult from Colombia. Would you say that you've been this creative since you were probably like a little boy?
Yes. Anything that has to be with beauty, I was very interested in. In Colombia, there's so many beautiful flowers and plants and trees, and we are in the Ecuadorian line, so we see things that you never see in this part of the world. If you look at the flowers, you can feel something. Flowers to me are unbelievable species, practically, that when you look at them, your life changed completely.
You took over as the lead designer at the Met since 2007. How have you seen the Met Gala transform, and you along with that transformation as well?
I mean, since I started, really, every year is more difficult than the year before. And I was like, how are you going to top that next year? So the pressure is, but I love it.
From all the years, I know that's probably a hard question, but like, do you have a favorite moment?
So it was my first time designing the Met Gala. It was in honor of Paul Poret. So I decided to build a cage. And I decided to put inside the cage peacocks. This bird flew away.
Oh my God.
Flew away to the galleries, and I was afraid about the tapestries, the paintings, and security was running everywhere. I honestly thought that would be
a disaster.
And I was like, that's it, no more.
The end of Raul.
This is the end, man. But no, I'm still here, and I'm very happy.
In a way, I feel that the aesthetic of everything that you bring to the gala comes here.
Definitely.
In a more probably relaxed, homey feel.
Definitely. When you open the door, you're coming into a space that you never think is going to look like this.
It's like an oasis.
Yeah. I'm Colombian, and we have such a bad reputation. For me, it's important to look Colombians in another way. So I figured, why not to introduce Colombian coffee to really tell my neighbors how amazing Colombia is.
What do you do tomorrow? Like, what do you do after the gala is finished?
I sleep for 24 hours.
Beautiful.
Sunday morning, we get to the 8 o'clock, and no more sleep until Tuesday morning.
Oh my gosh. Well, everyone talks about what happens at the Met Gala, and I'm so grateful to meet you and your team, the masterminds behind it all.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I mean, it is incredible what he can do with flowers. I think flowers bring everything to life, and it wouldn't be a party without them. So thank you for doing what you do. All right, I have Kevin and Asia back with me, and we're going to talk about Emma Chamberlain's look tonight. What do you think?
Well, this is her 4th outing at the Met Gala, and she always comes in very fashion-forward looks. And this Jean Paul Gaultier is no different. Apparently, it took over 40 hours to make.
40 hours. You have to imagine these things are costing a pretty penny, too.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, what do we think these dresses go for?
Price upon request.
Yeah. Price correct.
I mean,
They're priceless.
That's my favorite thing about the Met Gala is that you're really seeing priceless works of art walk down the red carpet.
Yes.
It really inspires fashion trends for seasons to come.
Yeah.
It's my favorite part.
It does.
Yeah, it's less fashion and it's more of art.
Yeah.
But fashion is art. Gwendolyn Christie. Let's take a look at her.
Drama.
Drama. I'm seeing so much more dark colors than I was anticipating.
Oh, wait, is this makeup is reminding me of the Margiela, the Pat McGrath Margiela makeup?
It's the third Margiela moment of the night, and it really harkens back to John Galliano's romanticism approach to design. I mean, look how great she looks.
Yeah.
Drama.
It's so much drama, and that's what you want to do tonight.
Right.
You want drama.
You want drama.
You want to make
look
an
at the
impact.
structure of the hair, like that is drama.
Yeah.
We called in some of the looks from Margiela's couture collection for a shoot we had in recent weeks, and I'm telling you, these pieces are so amazing. The corset that she's wearing is cinched for the gods. Trust me.
You can tell.
Yes. Okay, so let's look at J. Harrison G.
Oh
my, that is a fashion.
Wow.
We're continuing with the drama.
Yes, that is a lot of drama. Tell me what you think. What are your first impressions?
Someone's got to pollinate these flowers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay, so
We love.
But let me
Fantastical.
do we assume that once Jay gets inside, the wings come off, like the bow, does that all come off before the dinner?
I hope he has a reveal. We love it. We love the drama.
Yes.
Yes.
Give us like a Kate moment or something. Take it off.
Yeah. Well, we just heard Jonathan Groff talking about Leah Michelle and that she's pregnant. Let's see what she's wearing. It's coming. There she is.
Oh, she looks gorgeous.
She does look gorgeous. This is not the first blue I've seen tonight. I've seen kind of a lot of blue on the carpet, which is surprising.
Yeah.
But here we go again with a very dramatic train, which I love.
I love this custom Rodarte number on her. The tulle cape really adds to the drama, but keeps it very soft and delicate, which an expecting mother should be, you know?
Yeah.
And it's really beautiful.
Yeah, I'm loving these floral details right up on the shoulder. Like, I think that is so gorgeous. It's a nice nod to the theme without being like too much florals.
Yes. Well, I want to move on to Coleman Domingo. He is having such a year. You know, he's been a guest on this show over the years for so long and is such a wonderful soul. And I'm so glad that he's having this moment. And look at how he's come to the Met Gala. He's coming to play.
I mean, Sarah, you know how I feel about Coleman Domingo. He looks so handsome in this custom Willy Chavaria look, always bringing the drama in his fashions. Look at that amazing cape, the bouquet. Give him all the flowers.
Give him all the flowers. Throw flowers at his feet.
I'm into it because this is the second bouquet we're seeing tonight.
Yes.
Okay. Is that the theme for the men? They're coming with bouquets?
Let's see if Greta Gerwig has a bouquet of flowers as well.
Ooh.
Let's see. Greta obviously had an amazing year with Barbie.
Right.
Oh, amaze. Yes.
Okay, so she's all in black.
She's all in black.
Okay.
She's with Chloe's new creative director. And this whole collection from Chloe was really all about bringing back boho in a big way. And it's very apparent in this like diaphanous, frilly numbers that all these ladies are wearing this evening. I think Greta looks great.
And Zoe Saldana is with her as well. And it's interesting that they're all in light colors around her.
Right.
And she's the only one dressed in black. I kind of like that. That's a statement as well, that they've come in this group. But I do feel the boho. It's like upscale boho, which I love. Gayle King, let's check out Gayle.
Oh, I love Gayle. This color on her skin looks fabulous. I love
the drama and the volume of the taffeta. The ruching petal illusion. It's really elegant.
Yeah.
It is, and I love that just the fabric of the dress is making the statement for her, and kind of everything else is just classic and done really well. Thank you guys so much. We're going to come back and talk more fashion in a little bit. And our Gus Rosendale might have one of the best seats in the house tonight, right at the foot of the carpet. Gus, so tell me exactly where you are right now.
All right, to give you a sense of where I am, this is Fifth Avenue, and those are the stairs, so I'm right across from where all the action is. All the beautiful, fancy people are there. and I'm here. It seems kind of fitting, but it does give you a good vantage point of what's going on. In fact, we can zoom in with our camera here and take a closer look at the stairs. For the last 2 hours, people have started to arrive. We saw Jennifer Lopez a short while ago, and I know you've been keeping an eye on some of the celebrities. If you listen right now, you'll hear some shouting. I'm sort of also alongside the peanut gallery here. Now, much of the sidewalks around the museum have been locked down this year because of security, but some people were very lucky. They got here very, very early, overnight and earlier today, and they are able to see some of what the cameras are able to see, and you can hear them cheering. You also hear they boo when the buses go by. They don't like their views blocked. And they're sort of giving a running commentary, just like you guys are, on all the fashions that we're seeing on the stairs here. It's so interesting talking to some people, some of them arriving overnight, camping out into the early, early hours. Others also telling me this is sort of an annual tradition. They've come here for every year. I always ask them, why do they do it? It's kind of hard sometimes to see from where they are. But they say just to be part of the experience, just being part of all the energy is something that is one of their favorite pieces, favorite parts of the fashion scene. And certainly you can hear and see all of that dynamic going on right now.
Yeah, it's very exciting down there. I know Tracy Strahan was down there this morning. She said that people were lined up at 8:30 trying to get a sneak peek. I just got a little sneak peek of Sarah Jessica Parker and Andy Cohen walking up the stairs. I'm sure you've got a great vantage point, Gus, and maybe I'll stop by and check in with you a little bit later. But this year's dress code is called The Garden of Time. It's based on the 1962 short story of the same title, and it ties into the exhibit. And Kay is back to tell us more about it, Kay.
That's right, Sarah. Look, if the Met Gala is the assignment, there's one book that is the spark note. I went to the Central Library in Brooklyn to learn all about the inspiration behind this year's theme. To better understand the inspiration behind this year's Met Gala theme, look no further than the pages inside of this book.
J.G. Ballard is an author whose best-known work is the book Empire of the Sun, which became a really popular movie from Steven Spielberg. And he is getting better known now because the Met Gala's theme is based off his story, The Garden of Time.
What can you tell us about the author's writing style?
The bulk of his work is this dystopian, post-apocalyptic work that he is really known for. The Garden of Time is this really incredible short story about this count and countess that live in an opulent villa, and they have this garden of thyme flowers, and there's this angry mob in the distance. In order to stave them off, they pluck a flower, and then when the flower withers away, the crowd approaches, and then when they get down to the last flower, they both pluck it. And the next scene you see is the angry crowd kind of overtaking the villa. But instead of the opulent villa that you've been reading about, it's just ruins. And there's a statue of the Count and Countess standing among the ruins.
Are there any moments from the short story that you think we'll see hinted at on the red carpet?
I'm really excited to see how people interpret this theme. The contrast between nature and decay in this story is really interesting because there's this extreme decadence that the Count and Countess live in, and then at the end, the ruin and the nature that's left of what was once there. I think a lot of people are going to be wearing florals because there are these crystal flowers that they pluck, and because they're crystal, I think we'll see a lot of jewelry, maybe flower-shaped jewelry. My dream outfit is a dress made of flowers that shed flowers, like as the person walks down the red carpet, to kind of symbolize both the flowers and the destruction. But I kind of hope that people lean into the destruction element of the story. The final moment where the Count and Countess are statues, maybe someone will dress up like a statue. That could be cool.
You heard it here first. You heard it here first. That's kind of cool, like things to look out for, the plucking, the statues.
I think that we don't often notice the influence that literature has on fashion. Cycles repeat, and things that were popular in history and literature are coming back up again, kind of like this story, and I think things like that happen more than we'd expect.
Any insight on Garden of Time in this library? Like, are you seeing more people check it out around this time, or?
I know when I was looking into this story a little bit, especially on websites like Goodreads, a lot of the reviews mention the Met Gala, so I think that starting now and even past the gala, we'll see a lot more circulation of his work, especially depending on the outfits they see. They might want to better understand.
I feel read in, very much so, on the red carpet this year. Thank you so much, Maddie. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh my gosh, take me back, Maddie. Did she not call it, Sarah? With so many of her ideas. I loved it.
Yeah, I know. So now that we know all about the story, let's talk about how these celebrities could have chosen to interpret the theme, because that's what this whole night is about, is how these celebrities take that theme and make it their own, or if they just don't take it at all.
And do their own thing. You're totally right. Well, the dress code, because there is one, and the exhibit are all about fleeting beauty. So that's why we're seeing a lot of florals and botanicals, right? Things that, decay, and that's mentioned in the short story.
The dark side of it.
Exactly. You get both. The dichotomy, if you will. So there are some less obvious themes as well that you'll notice from the story that talk about the destruction, the creation made by humanity. So again, that dichotomy, a bit of both.
Yeah. So you really see if someone is an optimistic person or someone that lives more on the dark side. But we've seen celebs kind of pull these different elements of each theme. Every year they do it. Sometimes they really put their own spin on it. I have to say, Jared Leto as Choupette last year for the Karl Lagerfeld theme was above and beyond.
Doja Cat as well. You are totally right. Lil Nas X, right? They both leaned into Choupette for sure. And I think that's a little bit of what you were just talking about, Sarah. Folks who, lean into doing their own thing. The wild, the outrageous.
That's what they do anyway. They're celebrities. So they're just like, this is what I'm going to do and I'm going to like it. And we love them for it, right? Thank you, Kay.
Totally. Thanks.
All right, let's take it back in the studio with me. I've got Kevin and Asia back here again. So I mentioned earlier that I got a little sneak peek at SJP and Andy Cohen going up the carpet. So let's take another peek at them and see what we think of what they're wearing, because Sarah Jessica Parker is always here to play as well. She is the queen of the Met Gala.
Oh, wow.
That was a matching response.
Oh, I'm into this.
And just like that, I need a fascinator.
And just like that.
And just like that.
Oh my God, I love it. And I love that it's not to the floor.
Yes.
Right.
It's got the...
We don't see that a lot at the Met.
It's a garden party length.
Yes.
It is.
Yes, it's really feminine. It's really playful.
Yes.
I'm into that.
I feel like it could have a garden parasol
Yes.
with it, but she could also be like the most amazing lady who lunches.
I love this.
We don't know who she's wearing though, right?
No, not yet. We don't know yet.
No, and Andy Cohen is always her date to this event. He looks stunning as well. But let's talk about Mindy. Mindy Kaling has completely transformed her body in the last couple of years, and she's really been leaning into style.
Look at this.
And fashion.
Beautiful. So this is a couture gown from Gaurav Gupta, a South Asian designer based in California. His pieces are very architectural and, as you could tell, give the wearer a shape of their own.
Look
at that.
Oh
See, I love this interpretation of florals. It's like, I'm not going to give you print or actual flowers, but I'll give you structure. I'll give you shape, right? Like flowers bloom. And I feel like even with SJP, like we're seeing the structure, the shape.
But I almost think that because of the color of this, it's the flowers on the decay.
Yes.
Which totally works for the theme. I'm giving her extra points for really being on theme with this one. She got both sides.
Right.
And Io Edebiri, she's been on a roll, obviously from The Bear. She's an Emmy winner.
Yes, this is her first Met.
Yes, and she's got florals. There's the florals we were looking for.
We were looking for this.
Yeah.
And she had a run with award season. I feel like all of her looks during award season were hits. So I was excited to see what she wore. And
definitely.
This is a good one. I love this.
I love that she went for a maximalist route with this look, because this whole award season she's gone very sleek.
Yes.
And this is very opulent and decadent with its embroidery. And I love how it gradates from white to floral colors. I think that's very fresh.
Yeah. So let's take a look at Josh O'Connor. Oh, he looks very. Look at the little tail. Okay, so that is something I've never seen before.
Yes, you never see a male celebrity having their train fixed. And
No. But this looks like two. Have you seen that style
not too
before?
much. No.
Like those just two kind of tail pieces there.
Okay, Josh.
This is a custom Loewe look from the co-chair of the night, Jonathan Anderson. And he also designed all the costumes for Josh O'Connor's film Challengers.
Oh, wow. Okay. Let's look at Mike Feist. Here he comes. There he is. Okay, so he's going with... He was in Challengers with Josh.
Yes.
He's got light pants with a dark jacket. How are we feeling about this?
I'm not mad about it.
Okay.
It's unexpected.
It is unexpected.
It is very unexpected. And we had a very long debate when we first saw this. Was that a radish? Was it a strawberry?
I know. We're like, what is it?
Yes.
It's a radish, and it's like half underground, right? Because is there like the little thing there? Which is, I like that little addition.
Yeah, it's fun. I like that.
It's kind of like quirky. It's got like kitschy little element to the whole thing. Okay, so let's look at Tyla.
Oh. Tyla. I mean, she had her moment last year with water. This is her first Met. She's wearing Bellman, this like sandy type of flirty look. Again, another look that's gonna be very hard to go up the stairs in, but she looks so good.
Yes, she does look good.
And I love that she's playing with the Garden of Time theme by bringing the sands of time with her, with her purse. I think that's such an interesting accessory choice for sure.
Yeah, great looks, more to come. And we're gonna go to Ashley right now, who's right down on the carpet. Ashley is chatting with all the stars. What's the movie?
This one here? Okay, this is just so exciting, but I have to say the most surprising thing that I've seen is that some people just simply cannot get up the steps without help, which understandably so. We're seeing like really big trains, lots of detail. The Sleeping Beauties are all things that maybe haven't been worn and cannot be worn again. So people are really leaning into the delicacy of fashion, and we're seeing it. We're seeing the detail, the beading, the threading, the capes, the trains. Everything is just so intricate. Did you see? I know you saw Sarah Jessica Parker, and I loved her nod to the Derby with that hat. She just looks. Everybody really is bringing it in the best possible way, even if they can't make it up the steps. Another thing that I think is funny. People that it's their first time don't know what happens next. They're asking me what happens when they go through that door, as if I know. Well, I do know some. I know that Anna and the chairs greet them. They have about 20 seconds. Then they go through the exhibit. Then they sit down. They have their dinner. They see a little performance, and then they go to the after party. They wrap it up because the after party is a big part of the night too. We talked to a couple about Broadway's finest, and nobody's telling me where the after parties are. So I don't know if they don't know or if they're just trying to keep it a secret. We shall see. Okay,
You know
it's getting exciting. I'm hearing yelling.
Ashley, I think you just keep trying to get that after party information, and you let us know later, okay? Okay. Well, there's one.
We'll go together.
Okay,
Sarah.
sounds like a plan. All right. Well, there's one important part of tonight's festivities that the Met Gala could not happen without, and that's the carpet. Michelle Park caught up with the team who's responsible for what might be the world's most famous carpet. Watch this.
I'm here in Flemington, New Jersey to learn about the Met Gala carpet, but I mean like the actual carpet. So today I'm going to meet with the man who is in charge of it all. Let's go. So Ted, how does one even get into this line of work, doing the Met Gala carpet?
Actually, I got into the event carpet business by mistake. A gentleman asked me to help him in New York City with his work. I had no idea who he was, and it turned out to be the director of outdoor events for Rockefeller Center. The word got around that if you want it done right, to call us. I started working for a gentleman by the name of David Mann, who was doing the Met Gala at the time, and he said, can you help us do this? And I looked at it and I said, we're going to try, because I had never done those kind of steps. And it was a trial and error situation, but we got it to work.
So give us an idea of how much carpet you actually need.
Square feet, you're talking about 7,000 times 9, 63,000 square feet.
So how many people do you need to install a Met Gala carpet?
That day I'll have 20, 25, maybe 30 people. Because the rolls weigh like 700, 800 pounds. And luckily they let me park right out front. I mean, my truck is right out front.
That is some prime parking. You know, obviously the iconic stairs of the Met Gala are what all of us see from home. What is that? I mean, you really kind of evolved that process, right?
Well, yeah, because when I first started doing it, we just did top stair treads. Yeah. And then it evolved into just a red staircase. And then it evolved into where they could paint the carpet and make a pattern. It takes about 12 to 15 guys to do a set of steps.
How far ahead do you need to start the planning process?
Well, I actually start the carpet, I order the carpet in September. It comes from India. And after the last episode we had where I got it the weekend before I needed it, I don't do that anymore. We used to order it in like late December, so yeah. I'd rather store it than wait for it. So
yeah, I hear you.
And that was a mess, but we made it.
I just walked my first Met Gala carpet. Thanks, Ted.
And Blake Lively just did an outfit change right on the steps.
So you've seen so many notable people and celebrities walk down your carpets. Is there any year or moment that has been particularly interesting?
There's so many, but I mean, Madonna, seeing Madonna rehearse.
Yeah.
It's one thing to watch a show, it's another thing to watch them rehearse when they start and stop. Yeah. And then Rihanna was there one year and I saw that. But one year Michelle Obama showed up.
Yeah.
And when she showed up, the Secret Service shut the whole place down. And for 4 hours. They wouldn't even let us work on the outside steps. That's how crazy it was. We barely got done with the job. I mean, I was walking out with tools as the guests were walking in.
Well, to see what the actual carpet looks like, you're gonna have to watch. I can't wait.
It'll be there.
It'll be there.
That is quite the undertaking. 63,000 square feet of carpet and 800 pounds per roll is intense. All right, well, let's go to Gus Rosendale, who's out with the stargazers on the street. Gus, so who for you has made the biggest splash so far?
I'll tell you the answer. The carpet guy. Because when we got here earlier, everyone, long before the celebrities were here, seriously, Flemington's was set up over there, and people are like cheering and they're yelling. And this is when they still have the stairs all covered up with that temporary wall. And I'm like, what's going on to the crowd that's over here? And when they put the carpet in, you know how there's padding underneath carpeting? Well, there's like some extra remnants of that. And so the guys from the carpet company bring the scraps across the street, and people are like, you think this stuff is made of gold. They were fighting over it. And there was this one fellow, young guy from New Jersey, he had enough to make like a boa around his shoulders. And I yelled over to him, I said, what are you going to do with that? And he said, I'm going to install it in my bedroom at home. I don't know if he's run that by his parents, but I think that kind of speaks to the enthusiasm of the crowd that we've got going here. We're going to zoom in and take a look at the steps. We are, of course, right along Fifth Avenue. We've got a low in the traffic, which gives us a pretty clear view. And you can see, really, talk about the assistants up the steps. I'm not sure who that is, but you sort of see these escorts with the celebrities helping them up the staircase, up to the museum, past all the photographers that are there. Everything at this point, you can hear the enthusiasm of the crowd as well, where they got a part of the carpet or not. They're certainly into the mood right now. So many of them been here for so many hours, shouting across Fifth Avenue, trying to get a glimpse. Of course, the guy on the bicycle might have the best view, though he might not even know when he's passing by there. We've seen some of the food delivery people a little confused as they make their way down Fifth Avenue. And you may not be a bus driver on Fifth Avenue, because every time a bus goes by, the crowd goes wild in a bad way. They want this view. They covet this view. So many of them have waited so long to get it, and they are enjoying it right now as the gala is really getting into a full swing here.
Oh my God, Gus, you've seen it all right there in person. We're going to come back to you to see what else you can catch. And the stars, of course, are making their way in, and Kevin and Asia are back with me. Let's dive right in with Donald Glover. He is, kind of in that earthy color suit, which
I'm into this color.
Yeah, so many people are wearing this color.
It is. This is a Saint Laurent by Anthony Vaccarello suit. It's meant to invoke the 90s power suit, and I think it's so handsome on him.
The shoulder pads really feel like that kind of power suit, which I think left for a long time. They're obviously back.
I love a power suit.
Yeah, me too.
I'm like always into a power suit, and it looks good on him.
So Malia Joy Moon has also arrived. Let's take a look at Malia. She's also a Tony nominee. Oh my gosh. So I love this because it's flowy and has the florals. I guess I'm really kind of like, where's all my florals?
Right. I know. You're looking for the florals.
I didn't interpret the theme enough. I was just thinking florals, but they have obviously done a great job at making it their own.
I love this.
I love how abstract the floral feels. It feels like a water painting. It's very gauzy, romantic, airy. I love how light it feels, for sure.
It is really romantic. I'm into this train, but then that bodice is like nice and cinched. It looks good. And her hair, these like little baby hairs, I'm loving.
Are we noticing a trend at all with beauty, or? I think maybe by the end of this hour,
by the end we'll be able to pick
have
up
a little idea of kind of beauty trends, because so far, I feel like it's been a nice mix. All right, so Gigi Hadid, I think, is who we just saw walk up when Gus was talking.
Ooh.
Yeah,
drama.
So we're making so much drama. I absolutely love it.
Oh my goodness. So this is a custom Tom Brown look. The designer is always known for outrageous, over-the-top moments and silhouettes, and this is no different. I love how this recalls like petals, but also like a little bit of a flamenco moment.
Yeah.
It's very beautiful. And she looks gorgeous, my goodness.
Oh, this hair on her, I love with the red lip.
I like it's very old Hollywood.
Yes.
Yeah, and I love an old Hollywood moment. That never goes out of style to me. I always think it looks classically beautiful, and that's how I think she looks as well.
Yes, she does. And it's new for her. I'm into this look for her.
Yeah. Okay, so Asia, you have some scoop on model Anak in her very sparkly outfit. What can you tell us?
She's going to be wearing lots of Swarovski crystals. I've heard up to 20,000, but we shall see. She always is known for a moment. Last year, she wore this Lancome body butter that sold out in 24 hours because people were obsessed with this body glow that she has. I mean, she always is in for a moment, so I'm really excited to see tonight what she looks like.
Yeah, I mean, and how much, you know, we talked before, kind of just touched on how much things cost. I mean, I don't think anyone that's wearing these dresses has any idea either, because there's never a price tag on them, right? Like, once they're worn, I mean, they're stored.
Yeah,
they're
it goes to the archives. It's archived, yeah.
Yeah, and you're only, you know, you're lucky enough to wear, if somebody's lucky enough to wear them again at some time in the future. But you also did some digging on where these attendees are getting ready. They're getting facials. Where are people going?
Okay, so we have a few facialists. One is Ivan Paul. He's famous for his beauty sandwich, which really like snatches and sculpts the face. Tonight he did J-Lo, he did Kris Jenner, and he did Kylie Jenner. We haven't seen them yet, but we are sure to see them with snatch faces. Shani Darden is another facialist. She's based on the West Coast, but she came over to the East to do a few facials. So when the skin is glowing, it's because they have the best facialists and estheticians behind them.
And that's what happens when you're a celebrity. Your people come to you.
Yes, that's it. They come to you. I mean, Ivan's facials are $3,000 facials. Wow. Like, they are intense. I've got one before, and I have. I've gotten one. His special beauty sandwich technique. I mean, he has products called the sauce, which like really just snatch the face up. So yeah, they're getting like the best of the best beauty treatments tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine that everyone's spending all their time and energy for the last at least week,
right? To get a facial.
At least, I know.
But when you can, you do.
You do. I mean, a lot of them just get their facials in their rooms too, like the morning of.
Yeah.
I mean, they need.
Listen, that's why all these amazing hotels in the city are booked up during this time because they want to go someplace special and they want to be pampered. And we may be watching all the action on the carpet, but just blocks away is where the pre-party happens as the celebrities get ready at some of the city's finest hotels. And Lauren Scala has an inside look at these sweet spots.
Truly, this is a year-long planning process. It's a very big day with a lot of moving parts, so it takes all this time for us to make it right and to make it better every year.
And the hotel has sort of become this unofficial hub for celebrities, brands, and socialites as they gear up for the Met Gala. And they get ready in some of the suites here. So you're going to let us see one?
Shall we?
Yes, please.
I'll take you. Welcome to one of our exclusive terrace suites.
Wow.
We have 46 suites in total. This one is our second largest suite and it's just short of 5,000 square feet. We also have the penthouse, which happens to be the largest suite in North America.
So what celebrities get ready at the Mark?
Well, in a way, who hasn't? If I just think about the last 2 years, you would think about Anne Hathaway, Bad Bunny, Dua Lipa, Cardi B, you name it. It's the who is who.
So where are we now?
We're in the primary bedroom of the suite.
It is huge.
It is pretty large, yeah.
And I mean, we have to talk about one of the exclusive things. Some would call it coveted, the Mark Met Gala hat.
Because of what the Mark stands for in the luxury world, that M became so famous. And for the Met Gala, this cap is worn by the celebrities. Some of them forget it and call us back asking us for the cap.
I need to see this terrace. Can we see it?
Let me show you.
This is stunning out here. Whoever stays here is very lucky. Let's head to our next celeb spot, the Pier. Mary Beth, why is the Pier such a special hotel?
It's all about the history, the people, and the service. Where else would you want to get ready for the Met Gala? The Pier is the perfect place.
Tell me about the suite we're in right now. This is where they actually get ready?
They do. This is the Tata Suite. It's our presidential suite, and it's over 2,000 square feet, so it's got a lot of space.
Wow, this is gorgeous.
This is the heart of the Tata Suite. It's actually the living room.
So what celebrities have gotten ready here?
We've had amazing celebrities. Lady Gaga, Alexander Skarsgård, Christine Baranski, to name a few.
Now this is a bathroom.
Is this a wow or what?
I love it. I mean, this is the perfect bathroom to just kind of get some relaxation before the stress of the gala.
Exactly. But there's so much more to see. Chef's waiting for you in the dining room.
Chef, everything looks so beautiful, but we need to talk about the amenity that you do every year for the Met Gala. Tell me about this year's.
So, you know, every year when I think about the amenity, I'm hoping the theme is easy. This year, Sleeping Beauties, reawakening of fashion. So I wanted you to sort of walk the path of Met Gala through treats, and the whole thing is edible, and I think it's a good representation of the gala.
In addition to that, obviously people are ordering room service that day. Is there any good stories you can tell us? What's the most ordered thing on the menu?
So the most ordered thing is the burger.
Really?
Yes. Funny story, last year we had an order for 25 burgers for Jimmy Fallon.
Who did he have in his room, Jimmy?
It's our great grass-fed beef, short rib and brisket blend, but the piece de resistance, everybody needs a sundae.
This is delicious and refreshing. You guys killed it, Chef. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
And let me tell you that after a night like this, when everyone's squeezing into their dress, that burger looks super good, and I'll take one too. All right, well, Ashley Bellman's getting up close and personal with the stars. Ashley, what is the latest?
Okay, we have to talk about Gigi Hadid. I think she had one of my absolute favorite looks of the night, and she had 5 men helping her get up the steps from every direction, and they were actually standing right by me. They said they did not audition for said role, but they were very happy to be there. She was literally panting as she was walking up the steps, deep breathing. So this is not for the faint of heart. I mean, it's a party once you get inside, but these steps, this carpet, it's a bit of a marathon, even for the stars. But no, she looked absolutely stunning. And her, I mean, you could see the weight of the dress, and I think that had a little something to do with why she needed help. But more like that. I'm hoping to see more like that as the night continues.
I feel like the work that they put in to get up the stairs, they're earning the ticket to the party because it is a job to get up there. Thank you, Ashley, for the first-hand scoop. All right, well, of course, the party doesn't start until Anna Wintour walks in, and she's always followed by the co-chairs. This year, we have some heavy hitters of fashion: Zendaya, Jennifer Lopez, Bad Bunny, and Chris Hemsworth. So Kay Angrum is back to tell us more. Hi, Kay.
Actually, Kevin mentioned it earlier. You know, she works very closely with her stylist, La Roche. And this is a big year because it's her first time back in 5 years. We've noticed the two of them working together closely on her Challengers press tour. She's been serving looks then, and she's serving looks now.
Yeah, I mean, she's stunned at past Met Galas, too. Yeah. Obviously, she's been to a bunch of them.
She has. Actually, her most recent one was back in 2019 when she was giving camp. And then, of course, her appearance was the Cinderella, that classic Tommy Hilfiger dress. La Roche was her fairy godmother, of course, lighting up her dress, and now La Roche is still being the fairy godmother that is. Clearly.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, well, let's talk about J.Lo. Her fashion has been credited for helping invent Google image search. We'll never forget that green Versace dress, right, Kay?
You are so right. All you have to say is exactly that, green Versace, and people know what you're talking about, Sarah. She wore it to the 2000 Grammy Awards, and fun fact, she wasn't the first person to wear it. Donatella actually wore it first, and after that was Ginger Spice, which I thought was pretty neat. I had not learned that, so who knew?
Yeah, you know what? That is proof. That green Versace dress that she wore is proof that it's not necessarily about the dress, but it's about how you wear it. Because other people have worn that dress and nobody remembers it from then. So it's got to be how you're wearing that dress. Okay, well, we are back in the studio with Kevin and Asia here. We're going to talk a little more fashion because that's what we do. Let's talk about Jack Harlow. Tory Burch. We're going to talk about Tory Burch first. All right, let's see Tory. She's coming.
Let's see.
I don't know. What did we see her earlier? Did she come in?
No.
I didn't clock her. No, I'm not sure exactly what Tory Burch is wearing. Oh, there she is.
Here we go.
Okay, so she is wearing the florals. She's with Uma Thurman there.
Oh, look.
And Uma is also wearing the blue too, which I'm finding, like, when you think about a Garden of Time theme, blue doesn't necessarily come to mind.
It doesn't, but we're seeing a lot of blue tonight.
Yeah.
I love how powdery and like romantic Uma Thurman's is, and I love how the feather detail kind of like emulates hydrangeas almost.
Oh, yeah.
It's very lovely.
It's really soft. I'm loving. Is this like a pocket moment she has?
She does have pockets, and I love any dress with pockets.
Oh, me too.
Yes.
Any dress with pockets.
Absolutely.
I love it.
This whole grouping here to me is much more that ethereal, whimsical, kind of what you think of as the Sleeping Beauties.
Yes.
The garden theme is kind of where I'm going. Those are the kind of things that I was anticipating a little bit more of, which we're seeing less than I thought.
We are.
Yeah. Let's talk about Jack Harlow now. Do we have Jack Harlow?
Oh, Jack.
Another unexpected choice for color.
Yeah.
I know. I wouldn't think this for Garden of Time.
No.
I feel like, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like it's a lot harder for men to dress the theme. Unless you're doing like a choupette or, you know,
right.
like,
like what are they going to come and be an actual floral flower? Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about Sam Smith. Okay, he's coming. There he is.
Oh, look at
We
Sam.
love. He's attending with his longtime boyfriend, Christian Cohen, who is a New York-based designer. So I'm not quite sure, but I have a hunch.
He's wearing him. Yeah, he's wearing him tonight. He is.
Yes. And I love how they're both wearing roses on their tuxedos, but one's gold, one's silver.
But also, I love that it's in like a non-traditional place.
Right. It's almost like asymmetrical. And is that tulle too?
Yes.
Nice.
Who needs buttons when you have a rose?
So here's what I'm talking about. Like, we've seen a lot of the men tonight just wear a suit, maybe wear a different color. What I love about that, what they did was they added some elements to their suit and incorporated the theme. I think that's how men have to do it.
And it doesn't always have to be like on the nose. It could be subtle nods to the theme like they did.
Yeah, like they did. I want to see a little bit of it, though. You know what I mean? Like even if it's a subtle
Just
nod.
a little. A subtle nod is nice.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to go back to Ashley, who is on the carpet. She's in the thick of the action. Ashley?
This is complete madness. I mean, every second that goes by, the energy goes up. I feel like every person that walks on the carpet, the dress factor, the theme interpretation, everything is just up and up and up. I don't know. I mean, it's getting hotter in here too. You're feeling all the feels. They are as excited as we are, which makes me happy because it's not just any carpet, it's not just any night. This is the Met. I mean, look at, I don't know if you can see what I'm seeing, but absolutely, Jessica Biel, it is confirmed. Jessica Biel behind me in this beautiful pink floral feathers. This is another, Jessica, you're stunning. Absolutely breathtaking. I mean, you just gotta breathe it in. It's amazing. More to come.
You know, Ashley, I love that this is Ashley's first Met Gala too, because you're just taking it in, you're enjoying the experience, you're feeling the energy and the buzz, and we are living vicariously through you right now, Ashley. And you look fantastic. I'm going to go back to Kevin and Asia so we can talk about their favorite looks of the night. Guys, do you have any favorite looks?
Zendaya and Margiela.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong.
That was both
you
your
can't.
favorites?
She is one of my favorites so far. I mean, her and Law are just like a fashion duo made in heaven.
Yes.
I mean, and the Margiela is just
the perfect balance between the darkness and the floral. I felt like that was the perfect marriage of the theme.
I think so too, because it was unexpected, it was unconventional, it was like the dark side of things, but it was still beautiful. I mean, you have to go with that. But you know what? I'm going to say this, and I don't know how you're going to feel about it, but I really loved J-Lo's. And you know what? And I'm overlooking the fact that it was not really on theme for me. I mean, I would love to hear her explanation, which maybe you'll hear later. But I just thought she looked so stunning, I didn't care.
She does look gorgeous, but for this theme, she's not my favorite.
No, I know. I agreed. I mean, we're seeing a lot more people. There's so many more people to see this. So it's just, I mean, the evening is just beginning.
Right.
It is.
But think about some of the past Met Galas, too. I know you guys have had favorites in the past of who, like, kind of never leaves your mind. Who were those people for you?
Ooh. I love it. Okay.
For me, it's got to be Lady Gaga. 2019, Notes on Camp, Brandon Maxwell. She walked up the stairs just shedding layers and layers of clothing. I thought that was and effervescent.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, it had to be, I think it was 2017 when they did the Heavenly Bodies, the Catholicism theme, and Rihanna
that was a really
showed up.
dramatic
That was a Margiela moment too. Rihanna showed up literally as the Pope. I mean, her hat was like crystallized, the entire, the coat, the mini dress. It was, I mean, that to this day is like, I remember watching her walk the carpet and I was like, oh my gosh.
Are we expecting Beyonce to come tonight? Is she?
Oh, we don't know if she's coming or not.
She always makes a big
I
splash,
am a
too.
Beehive girl, so I'm praying. I'm praying that she shows up. I mean,
know, me too. And I cannot believe how quickly the hour has gone. But can you believe it, guys? That's our show.
Oh my gosh, we had so much fun.
I know. Thanks so much to Ashley Bellman, Gus Rosendale, Kay Angrum, Asia Malaya Ware, and Kevin Wynn. For more from the Met Gala, check out the E! Network with live continuous coverage of every star-studded arrival. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll see you back here next year. Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you, guys.
Thank
This was a lot of fun. Talk fashion.